APC and Bola Tinubu are plotting to threaten election tribunal judges with arrest. Atiku Abubakar makes huge allegation. Hello everyone, welcome to newsspottv. Atiku Abubakar, the presidential candidate of the People's Democratic Party (PDP), has slammed the All Progressive Congress (APC) with a huge accusation. He accused the APC of trying to compromise the judiciary. Atiku and Peter Obi of the Labour Party are challenging the declaration of Bola Tinubu, candidate of the APC, as the winner of the 2023 presidential election by the Independent National Electoral Commission. Part of the ground for the challenge was Tinubu's failure to secure at least 25% of votes cast in the Federal Capital Territory (FCT) Abuja. However, Tinubu, through his counsel Wole Olanipekun, argued that the FCT is the 37th state for electoral purposes, and any other interpretation would lead to absurdity, chaos, anarchy, and alteration of the very intention of the legislature. Atiku, in a statement signed by his media advisor Paul Ibe on Saturday, said the APC and agents of Tinubu have ceaselessly chosen to stand in the way of justice by making catastrophic threats to anarchy if justice is not served according to their whims. The plot of the APC is simple: intimidate the judiciary, threaten judges with arrest so that they will bow to their will. This is a playbook from 2019 when they removed the CGN and then replaced him with Tanko Mohammed, who himself was later accused of corruption by his colleagues at the Supreme Court and resigned shamefully, the statement read in parts. Now let's take some comments. The first commenter here said, why they shouldn't voice this in the court before the tribunal election? Another said, I miss Atiku Abubakar. Another person said, so many unclean hand leaders, they can't speak the truth. Another said, did Atiku himself get 25% in FCT Abuja? Another said, for what reason exactly? Another said, judges need not afraid if they have committed no crime, so no crying. If you have a skeleton in your cupboard, you know what time it is. All the received recorded Ghana must go will come to play. Another said, Atiku has turned himself to a petty politician. He should rest and return to Dubai. Another said, because of stomach infrastructure and tribalism, Olanipekun Wole will now claim that he does not understand what at least 25% of the votes cast in 36 states and the FCT Abuja means. There's no argument in this statement, of which a graduate of primary school understands. He doesn't need a lawyer's interpretation. Niger is gone. Another said, there's a lot of argument in this statement, as he has rightly put up Abuja as not taken differently, but as an addition to the 36 states. That's 36 plus 1 is equal to 37. Let's leave it to the final judicial interpretation. Another said, that's a huge mistake Tinubu will make. Arresting judges will make him to work more against him. Another said, APC supporters, abeg, e get filling station where una dey buy fuel at 100 naira per litre. Another said, there is no precedent that an area designated merely and not classified under the law as state with local government and senatorial district can be said to be a state. APC won with or without Abuja. Another said, he's crying foul now so that when he fails at the tribunal like a show-off, he will attribute it to his current useless talks. Another said, a serial loser like Atiku can go to any lengths to make a false claim. Another said, may God not let stupidity end our story. Why did Atiku and Obi team up against APC before the election? Another said, the problem of this is there's no constitutional supremacy. Another said, Atiku should go and sit down and await tribunal judgment. Keeps making claims without proof. Why are we such bad losers when rather we should rock the boat than allow a process we started sail through? Another said, Baba, go and rest and give way to others. For the qualified candidates from your party to run, stop contesting at all elections year after year. Now only you. Another said, All we need is either Atiku or Obi to tell us what to do. Another said, you and your wife, Peter Obi, should stop wailing, please. Another said, we are not crying because we have seen the future and it's a bright one. The problem with Nigerians is that they can't make sacrifices at all. They prefer the suffering and smiling life. God is going to use this man, Tinubu, to make the country great. All we need to do is pray for him for strength and wisdom. Another said, Atiku should go and sit down. How did he know that the judges have been threatened? It's a conspiracy to cause confusion because they know that they did not win the election. Leave that alone. Let him do his work. If Atiku was declared winner of the election, he would have been even more confused and will enrich his friends to further plunder this country. Another said, Christians and Muslims must pray now to God Almighty to help Nigeria now or never. Another said, hope Tinubu is not trying to push Nigerians to a bare, unplastered wall because we will resist it with all our strength. Another said, bunch of educated illiterates. How could a son be so grammatically biased? Mr. Wole Olanipekun, how many states do we have in Nigeria? Answer that question or you go back to primary 1. Another said, it's not a new story. Our brother Atiku, this election proved to me that indeed you are a law-abiding citizen, contrary to what OBJ said about you. If you are hooligans, you would have taken advantage of your second position that INEC dashed you and wreak havoc on the INEC and the rest, but you still follow due process. Leave the action of APC, Tinubu, and the Tribunal called for Nigeria youths. We are ready for them. Let them just pass their judgment first. Another said, I appeal to my fellow citizens, stop putting words in Atiku's mouth. One of his wives is his son, with laughing emoji. Another commenter said, haven't he said that he will continue from where Buhari stopped, and he's continuing from where Buhari's tactics stopped against judges, which render judges in the eyes of Nigerians as criminals and corrupt, sitting in the judiciary criminal enterprise. Another said, this will be the action that would have taken if he were to be the president. Another said, in the first place, why would the hopeless and useless legislators fail to ensure that an elected president can only be sworn in as president after conclusions of all challenges from the various opposition parties, all election petition-related cases? Another person said, this country is doomed. The state we found ourselves now is a very sad one because the right people don't get into power. No matter our prayers, as long as the evil ones are seated at the top of it, I wonder what changes would come. Another said, even Agbado himself once said after the election that he knows that not many Nigerians voted for him. So how did you then emerge winner when, according to you, Nigerians did not vote for you? No wonder witches and wizards insisted their man must be the one to be there. But please, is Yakubu Mahmood also part of the witches and wizards? If not, why did he announce election results when human beings were sleeping? Another said, Yakubu Mahmood is also part of them. Same. Another said, they will if the election tribunal didn't work in their favor. Another said, the country no get law anymore. We don't use tradition enter government work. We go do... I don't get this. Another person said, Nigerians are lack of knowledge. How can people who vote for a party that is suffering the country and now look at what is going on in Nigeria? Since I was born, we haven't seen a first cost of 617 euro, while some are selling 700 naira per litre. And we say this government is the best government. Sorry for Nigeria and Nigerians. May God help us and give us the best president so far. Please let everyone in Nigeria wake up and fight, and also pray for the rightful one in this country called Nigeria. We don't tire. Another said, watch it, guys. Tinubu will rule for 8 years. Take it or leave it. Another said, Nigeria is suffering from a lot of situation because the massive are over reluctant in ability of sensitization towards revolting. I pray we help ourselves as God help us. Another said, shapeless APC government, reduce the pump price of fuel. The masses are suffering. Peter Obi will never run governance like this. Shameful, corrigible government. All right, so those are the few comments that have trailed what the huge allegation made by Atiku Abubakar against Bola Tinubu and APC. He alleged that they are plotting to threaten election tribunal judges with arrest. How true can this be? We hope in the next couple of hours, spokesperson of the president, Dele Alaki, will come out to, give his own side of the story. Thank you so much. Bye for now.